Hey Facebook, we are at Lake Elsinore Motocross Park with RCH Suzuki's Justin Bogle. It is a windy, cold day here, so we're hiding out in the cab of his Toyota Tacoma for this Facebook Live. So
here.
So Justin, I guess first of all, how do you ride in these conditions with the wind? I mean, jumping especially.
Yeah, it's not like super fun, but it's all good. I mean, that's the office. Sometimes the office is a little dirty, you know what I'm saying? So, honestly, if you don't turn into it the right way, then you're like just gonna blow off the track. Today it's that windy, so it doesn't help with track conditions. When it's this windy, it just gets pretty shitty. So, but we're out here putting the time in regardless, so it's all good.
Yeah. So the announcement for the RCH Suzuki factory racing team dropped yesterday. So I assume you are a happy boy.
I am a happy young man with getting officially everything done. Obviously, I've been riding and testing with the guys for a while, but you just never know. You know how not just this sport, how any business works. Nothing's really for sure. So it's nice to at least have the announcement out there and everything's rolling now good. I'm feeling really comfortable and my confidence is coming back and I'm feeling really good about everything. Kind of feel like I'm right there on the cusp of doing everything I've been working for. So feels good, man. That's why we're out here in this crazy wind on this super beat track, putting in these laps.
This track doesn't look that bad. It looks better than the other public track.
Now this track is good. The Supercross track, it's fun. It's just like I said today, I mean, with the conditions, there's not much you can do. So, regardless, try to enjoy it and get the work done so that we can head home and play some 2K on Xbox One. If you think you got it, then hit me on there.
Oh yeah, what's the username?
Captain J891. Cross y'all
So
up.
so you've been on a Suzuki for a little while now. It's funny, I'd be, what team? And kind of tight-lipped, but how are you gelling with the new bike?
Awesome. The bike is really good. I mean, the thing's proven. Obviously, nothing's changing really this year. So, for me, that was perfect scenario. Had a big base and a lot of things to go off of, and a lot of data and knowledge from the past years. So, I got comfortable right off the bat. But like with anything, the transition was, just takes time. It always takes a little more time than you anticipate it taking, but once it comes and you're there and you're good. But it takes a little time. So I've been, like I said, I've just been grinding it out, putting in these laps, and it's finally starting to come around. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I can see over the mountain now rather than just climbing that thing going, son of a gun, when is this gonna happen? But like I said, it's all good. I think I'm finally feeling good health wise. Mentally we're in a good spot. So I don't know, man. I just, like I said, I think I'm right there on that, on the cusp. Doing some stuff I've been working for.
So I'm kind of interested in your impressions of the bike because you started out, you're on a bone stocker the first couple of days, right? So you got to ride a stock bike that us consumers get, and then compared to what you have now, I'm sure is pretty close to being a race bike. But as a starting point, the Suzuki's not bad, huh? It's real easy to ride and friendly.
No, the Suzuki, right off the bat, right out of the box, is an incredible bike. Obviously, you're not going to go ride Supercross on the thing straight out of a box, but I rode outdoors on the thing for a couple weeks, bone stock. I even had stock suspension.
Okay, the forks are kind of...
I mean, obviously, you need to fine-tune the thing for yourself and how you ride. And as a professional, we're going a little faster than the stock suspension can handle most of the time. But for the average person, the stock bike is awesome right out of the gate. Just comfort-wise, like the chassis on that thing is incredible. That's been the biggest thing for me. Where stock is obviously, it's not quite as fast or whatever that we're used to riding factory bikes. But the chassis itself and just the overall feel of the bike, I mean, I'm not bullshitting y'all. It's really good. And I felt awesome right off the bat. And even talking to my agent, Jimmy, he's like, seriously, come on. Like, you don't have to, blow smoke at me. Like, how is it? And I'm like, dude, I swear, I feel good on the thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I think that they have one of the best handling and feeling bikes out there. She corners like a dream too.
Yes.
But we've been putting time in with the now Supercross testing and stuff like that, getting it, you know, fine-tuned for how I need it. But yeah, overall, just riding wise, she's good.
Cool. So you are back out here at your home in what's it called? It's not Indian Truck Trail. It's called something. Horse Thief Canyon, right?
Yep.
So you're out here in the IE.
Yep.
Long way from Oklahoma, but you're out here to do work, and I'm sure you're enjoying the weather and the mountains on your training, right?
Hey, it's I'm not like a huge fan of California. I mean, most people that aren't from here aren't like huge fans of it. No one likes sitting in traffic. No one likes, you know, dealing with all that kind of stuff, and it's whatever. I like spending my time at Rainer Raceway back home in Oklahoma. You know, that's home to me. But out here is really good because right out of my backyard, I have one of the biggest, you know, pretty difficult climbs for mountain biking that there is, and there's, you know, places you can ride all over the place, and good equipment with Specialized and Shimano, people like that hooking me up. So when I do come out here, I'm set. I just hop on those things and got all this stuff to do. My trainer Ryan's out here, the team's out here obviously, so it's a necessary thing that you have to do regardless of whether you like it, so you might as well enjoy it.
Yeah. So I heard your trainer, our Fed, he wants to have Shimano take off that 2-ring setup off your bike.
Our Fed's being a hater, man, because the thing is there was one day I was struggling, and he's like getting pissed because I was in the small ring a lot, and he's like, I'm gonna get that taken off, and you're gonna get, you know, one by it. And I'm like, come on, man, don't do me like that. Like, sometimes it's not an everyday thing, you know, but nah, it's all good. Either way it's cool, and I get the job done. So whatever. Here he is right now, about to come yell at me for not doing my motos. I tried telling him, I'm like, dude, it's windy, I can't even see out there. And he said, well, we can go home and do double the training, and then you can come back and ride tomorrow. And I'm like, well, it's not that windy, so we'll make it happen.
Nice. So, all right, so I got a couple of reader questions. This one's good. It's from Jacob Gibbard. He says,
what up, Jake? Shout out, Jake.
He says, does that belly get in the way, or can the goat hang with you at the ranch in practice?
So we're talking about Ricky right now, and there is absolutely no way I would talk trash about RC, because that dude could come out and probably still, if he put in like 2 months, he could probably still like podium, and who knows, he'd go out and like win or something. Like, he's just a mad dog. He's born and bred to be just a mad dog. There's no way around it. So I'm sure, I haven't ridden with him, but I'm sure he's gnarly.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of gnarly having a team owner like Ricky Carmichael, because you can't go, yo, man, this bike is no good, or this and that, because he pretty much go out and say, watch this.
Yeah, I kind of have that. I've dealt with that on a kind of different level with my riding coach as well, with Robbie, because he'll be telling, you know, I remember in the past him telling me to do something, and I'm like, I don't think you can't really do that. Wouldn't even say anything, and he would just go out and do it and show me that you could do it. I'm like, all right, you're right. So there's really just, you know, end of the day, there's no excuses no matter what you're doing. But that kind of makes it way more difficult for anyone to have excuses when you're around people like that. They know how it is, and they know, like, there's really no reason to make any excuses because it doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, so Roger Gould says, when can we expect some new music back in Mitch?
We've been working. That's all I'll say right now, but Frace was just out.
Yeah, I saw Frace at the grocery store, so.
He was out for a couple weeks.
You're working,
so soon. Real soon. Just be on the lookout.
Nice.
I'm not going to do too much crazy stuff before. We'll probably just put it out.
Right on. So we're about a month out from Anaheim 1. Like, if the gate was going to drop tomorrow, would you be fine with it? Or do you got a little bit of work to do?
Obviously, there's still to put in all this time and fine-tune things. And there's still things I need to work on. But just in the last couple weeks, last week even, just comfortable to go out and do the things that I've always done. Where in past years, basically every year being injured during the off season, having to just wing it and come in, off a little self-belief and a prayer coming into the season. And, it never really works out exactly how you want it to when you do that. So right now I'm more prepared than I've been in the past going into seasons, but I can be better, and, we'll get there before it's time. I don't even know what the date is at A1, but whenever I get told A1 is this weekend, so we need you to show up at the stadium, then we'll be ready.
Nice. All right, so noticing the sweet Doc hat. I've always wondered, where did the nickname Captain come from?
Just me and all my buddies were just making different Facebook names. Or not even Facebook. This was MySpace. This is MySpace. So we're obviously, trying to do whatever. We're not putting our, full names on there. So we all just had different ones. And mine just ended up being Captain. I really don't even know how it came about. We were all just sitting there and thinking of stuff. And, sometimes brainstorm sessions come up with some cool stuff that sticks. Sometimes it doesn't. But I don't know. Some friends started saying it, and we just ran with it.
Nice.
And then it turned into my Instagram name and my whatever, so my Twitter for however long. So from there, it just kind of turned into a thing.
Yeah, then you got all corporate last year.
Yeah, Not really. If you follow me, that is not true.
Yeah. What is the profile picture on Instagram right now?
That's Jeff Gordon in '96. I'm a big Jeff Gordon fan. He's so tight. I have vintage Jeff Gordon shirts and jackets and stuff. Will Hahn actually got me one for something one year, and that's one of my favorite jackets that I own. So I'm a big Jeff Gordon fan. But like I said, if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, just because the name changed, it's still the same. I'm still out here wilding, being a dumb kid, so it's all good.
Cool. Well, hey, the conditions are looking really deluxe out there, so I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get this done before it gets too much worse. So.
All right, homie. Good seeing you.